This week on Panther Talk, we'll be getting some information about a few of our CTE programs.
We'll be taking a look at the new faces in some of our classrooms and also learning about the new COVID vaccine.
And we'll be getting ready for spring break. I'm Austin.
And I'm Kayla.
And this is your Panther Talk.
Welcome back, Panthers, to another episode of Your Panther Talk.
Students, if you're returning from being a remote student or have been quarantined and are returning, you need to bring your iPad and charger to the Media Center as soon as possible to avoid being charged on your account for the full amount of the device.
There will be new CTE course offerings for the upcoming school year. The new programs available will be modern manufacturing, logistics, patient care technician, sports medicine, and hospitality and tourism. For more information, please see your history teachers. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these classes.
Hi, I'm Miss Taylor, and I teach the sports medicine pathway for health science. And Miss Bentley is going to tell you a little bit more about our classes.
Hey, I'm Miss Bentley, and I teach health science at the Career Tech Center. I teach the health science pathway, and starting in the fall, Miss Taylor's going to teach the sports medicine pathway. In addition to adding our sports medicine classes, we teach things like foundations of health, human body structure and function, therapeutics, and health science internship. We learn what it means to be employable and professional while also learning what all there is to offer in healthcare. We also get to participate in lots of hands-on activities like learning to do vital signs, to perform CPR. We learn about infection control and prevention, and wounds and first aid. We have a CTSO called HOSA that you can be a part of, and we also like to participate in lots of service projects. We participate in a state leadership competition. We host a blood drive in the fall and the spring usually, and our classes also provide credentials that you can obtain, such as PCT, EKG Tech, Pharmacy Technician, and CCMA. And with those credentials, once you graduate, you can be employed with those certifications, and it allows you to make more money in that field. We hope you come to see what all we have to offer.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Lindeman, teacher of manufacturing at Brookwood High School. We have Workforce Essentials, which is the first course, and you will credential in NCCER core. And what is involved in that is hand tools, power tools, safety, workplace documents, and anything. It's just a little starter course to everything. Next is Manufacturing 2, 3, and 4. And what we do there is MSSC, which is Manufacturing Skills Safety Council. There are 4 certifications available: safety, quality processes, maintenance, and manufacturing. So there's a lot of things involved in this. There's some computer work and then hands-on things available too, especially in the maintenance portion.
Every spring, younger students get so excited about Read Across America Week in hopes of celebrating Dr. Seuss. This year was no different, especially for the pre-K class here at Brookwood High School.
On Thursday, March 4th, Brookwood's education and training students decided to cook up something special for our pre-K program. Students in Ms. Fry's classes worked with the pre-K students to make the all-famous green eggs and ham. Students were so excited about the activity and even a little grossed out at the sight of green eggs.
What do you think?
Students got to help mix and cook this special meal, but even more than that, they enjoyed sampling it.
I can remember the first time I had green eggs and ham.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it was much fun, and if only we could get credit for cooking ham in all of our classes.
Dare to dream, Austin.
Hey Kayla, have you heard of our new information technology class?
Yes, I've heard that Mr. Sneller is adding some new programs to the class. Let's go to Dylan to find out what this class is all about.
Brookwood is home to some of the most ingenuitive and innovative career classes. In fact, one of the newest CTE programs here at Brookwood is the Information Technology program.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Sneller, and I currently teach in the Information Technology career pathways for CTE.
Mr. Sneller's CTE program is all about computer science and information technology. However, he says it focuses mainly on software development and programming.
We currently offer Intro to IT Fundamentals, Software Development, and Intro to Robotics. Next year we're bringing in Intro to Java, Intro to Python, and AP Computer Science Principles.
Mr. Schneller says he already has plans for the future of his program.
We're currently offering Python certifications, JavaScript certifications, as well as CompTIA+. And next year we're hoping to add Java to that list as well. And AP Computer Science Principles is going to be an awesome start to college and will help you no matter what career you get into eventually.
I'm Dylan, reporting from Panther Talk. Back to you in the studio.
Students, we have some exciting news. Prom will be held Saturday, April 17th at the Tuscaloosa River Market.
Tickets are now available for both juniors and seniors to purchase on GoFam.
The theme is Carnival of Lights, and the event will be held from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Masks will be required and COVID guidelines must be followed by guests.
Students may begin checking into the prom at 7:30, and remember, once you leave the prom, you cannot re-enter.
It is important to note that because there is a limited capacity, no tickets will be sold at the door, and only ticket holders and their approved guests may be admitted.
If you are taking a guest that doesn't attend Brookwood High School, you must complete the date approval process and an approval prom date request form before purchasing a ticket online.
Formal pictures will also be taken by LifeTouch at the prom, and you must pay when the pictures are taken. The pricing information will be displayed at the photography station at prom, and portraits will be made on first-come, first-served basis.
And finally, the week before prom, seniors will be able to vote for prom king and queen.
Recently, the world has been buzzing about all the new changes regarding weather, sports, and especially COVID.
Yeah, I've heard they come out with a third vaccine.
That's correct. Let's go to Nate Mink to learn the latest details about the vaccines.
COVID has shaken Brookwood and America. Everyday things like going out to eat or going to school became considered potentially life-threatening events. COVID has challenged us mentally, physically, and emotionally.
I did get the vaccine. I just had my last dose Saturday. I believe it's important to get the vaccine because I believe that it's going to lead to us being able to get rid of the mask, being able to travel more. I've seen, our students get coronavirus. I've seen people in the community. I've seen my family members get the coronavirus. I'm very glad to see and hope that we can move forward with life as normal now that we have the vaccine post-coronavirus.
America sits at 15% of its population vaccinated. Once we reach 95% of the population, we can rely on herd immunity to keep us safe. 300 million doses of the Pfizer vaccine have been ordered. This is enough to vaccinate 150 million people, paired with another 300 million doses of the Moderna vaccine that have also been ordered. We could potentially vaccinate the majority of the adult population. Now it's up to us and our state to take care of each other and get vaccinated.
Wow, we're really on the verge of becoming a post-COVID society.
I know, right? And this is the first time people have felt widespread hope since the outbreak of the virus.
Yeah, I can't wait for everything to start to feel normal again. A couple of weeks ago, one member of the National Guard came to speak to a few of our students in the conference room. Let's go to Savannah Watkins to learn some more about the National Guard.
If you're having any trouble figuring out what to do after high school, or you are interested in helping to serve the country, I'm Savannah Watkins here with some information about the National Army Guard.
We are a reserve component of the United States Army. We work 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks in the summer typically.
One of the National Army Guard's very own, Sergeant Cordarius Knowles, says that the Army has put in close to $100,000 for close to 4 years for students to further their education. The benefits of education can be used in vocational, technical, and in trade schools. The Army doesn't just help with schools, but they can also help you look for jobs.
If there's a job out there, we probably got it or close enough to it.
Now you may be wondering, how can I join? Well, I'm here to tell you it's a very easy process.
The information is free, so I advise everybody to reach out.
First, you would need to meet or find a recruiter. Second, you would need to fill out the application and complete the ASVAB. Then, you would need to sign your paper and take it to the Military Entrance Processing Station, known as MEPS. After that, it's simple and you're done. I'm Savannah Watkins, and if you are interested in joining the National Army Guard, this will be a good opportunity for you. Back to y'all in the studio.
Thank you, Savannah and Sergeant Knowles. Students, if you are interested in the National Guard or have any questions, please contact Sergeant Knowles at 205-727-2047.
Sophomores, if you're interested in representing our school by becoming a forerunner next year, please visit Ms. Barnett in her office for applications. The deadline to apply is April 2nd.
Seniors, West Alabama Works is inviting you to participate in WOW 2.0 on April 1st and 2nd. This will be a career and hiring event where you can interview for part-time and full-time jobs with different businesses and industries. The deadline to register is Wednesday, March 24th, 2021.
For the past 2 shows, we have seen a few of our very own teachers show us their hidden talents. Let's go to Leon Atkins to see what teacher will show us their talent this week.
We've seen Mr. Redden and Miss Ellis. I think this next one might be a smiling gesture. She has been doing her hidden talent for 15 years now, off and on. Let's head over to see what she has in store for us.
My name is Mrs. Rubino. And in sign language, you not only use your name, you use a sign name. So you use your name with being proper, but around your friends you use your sign name. So my sign name is Bino.
She also informs us how it's extremely important to use correct hand motions and facial expressions as well.
And the other thing with signing, it's facial expressions, it's the sign, and it's palm orientation, because going like this is reading, but if I go like this, it's dancing. So those are the components of sign language.
Now that's one way to use hand gestures. I'm Leon Atkins reporting with Your Fancy Talk. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Mr. Bino, for teaching us about sign language. I've always been really interested in learning it.
Oh, really? Me too. Maybe we can learn some more one day.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Now that we've gotten to know Mr. Bino a little more, let's take a look at the new faces in our hallways and classrooms.
Here at Brookwood High School, you will notice some new faces helping our teachers. These are our new student interns, and we asked them about themselves and what they think school will look like in the future. First, we talked to Ms. Jones, who teaches English with Ms. Sellers. We asked her why she chose to be a teacher.
The reason that I wanted to be a teacher is that it runs in my blood, really. My mom was a teacher, my grandmother was a teacher and a principal, and my great-grandmother was a teacher. I want to be a teacher because I want to help students. I'm really passionate about history too, so that's why I'm interning and being a history teacher. I think it's really important for kids to learn about what happened in the past so that we can make the future better.
Then we asked them what's their favorite part of teaching.
My favorite part of teaching is the light bulb moment, when you see that nobody gets it at first and then like it starts clicking and it goes down the line and all of a sudden now we all understand. My favorite part of teaching is interacting with the students. I think it's really important to have good, positive relationships with students, and I'm really enjoying meeting all the students here during my internship.
Lastly, we asked them what school will look like in the future, technology-wise and socially.
I think that school will probably continue to be a little bit of virtual and a little bit of in-person, and the class sizes will just get smaller. I think technology is definitely going to be a huge part of school in the future. I think that there'll be definitely more virtual options for students, especially like weather days and stuff like that. I think virtual is going to play a big part in that.
These interns certainly have some interesting opinions, and we are happy they are willing to share them with us. I'm Josh Ugbo with Pentatalk. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, I really hope that we can learn from their time here and that we can learn something from them as well.
Softball will be having a tournament on March 12th and 13th at Curry.
They will play at Holy Spirit on March 22nd at 5 o'clock and at Bryant on March 23rd at 5 o'clock.
There will also be a tournament on March 26th and 27th.
The varsity baseball team will have the Gulf Coast Classic tournament at Gulf Shores on March 15th through the 18th.
The freshman team will also have a tournament at Thompson High School on March 25th through the 27th. Speaking of sports, let's head over to Garrick and RJ to get the latest updates on what's been happening in our athletic programs.
I'm Watt.
And I'm Austin.
I'm Watt.
And this is Caleb.
I'm Watt. I'm Jackson.
I'm Gary Donaldson.
And I'm RJS. And this is your Panthers Sports.
Yo! I'm RJS.
And I'm Gary Donaldson. And this is your Panther Sports.
With the soccer season underway, we take a look at the recent scores and outcomes of the most recent games. Even though ACA canceled their first games, they went to ACA and fell short to the Patriots. Guys losing 4-0 and girls 10-0. Even though they also lost to Northridge, the soccer team held in against Holy Spirit and was able to end on a tie 2-2. The boys and girls record being 0-1-2.
Congratulations to the track and field team for the performance this past Saturday at the Winfield Icebreaker Invitational. Another big congratulations to Kiera Lawrence for winning bronze medal in the 100-meter dash, and also Audrey Sullivan for winning gold in the 3,200-meter run.
Softball season is now starting to ramp up with the team already playing 8 games so far with their record standing at 4-4. Some games to look at are Hale County, where the Lady Panthers defeated the Wildcats at the Patriots Classic a couple weekends back.
Despite Bibb County canceling earlier in the week, the girls battled with Sipsey Valley. Battle is a bit of an overstatement as the girls cruised through them, winning 16-1.
Not only is softball season starting to ramp up, but baseball is too, and with that comes the goal of reaching the playoffs.
I really looking to go into the playoffs and see how far I can go, because I know this team has great potential and be something this school would appreciate.
Not only that, they're also hoping to be able to play a full season, unlike last year's unexpected end.
It's a bummer, you know. One of my 4 years, my only 4 years that I get to experience high school, especially baseball, gets cut short, considering that all the other sports get to play out their seasons.
We asked a couple of seniors what they think about their senior season so far.
I think that we've put together a decent lineup. We just all have to come together as a team and really play together.
I'm very excited. If we come together as a team, work hard, put everything together, we're going to go deep into the playoffs.
On top of that, we found out who they thought has stepped up the most in their early year.
I was definitely Dunaway up to the plate. He's definitely helped us out a lot, hitting the ball.
Definitely Andrew House for sure. He's been putting the ball in play a lot, doing great work at the plate, and really tracking down fly balls in the outfield.
I think Wyatt Smith, because he's filling my position at the moment, and he's done pretty well at the plate and done really well in the field.
I'm stoked for senior year. I think we can make it deep into playoffs as long as we put something together and play as a team.
The team currently sits on a 5-5 record, with their most recent games against Hueytown and Calera coming out as wins.
Even better than that is how they defeated Hale County 11-2, embarrassed Montevallo 13-0, and defeated the 12th ranked team in the state, ACA, 7-3 on the road.
You looking forward to March Madness coming up soon?
Manila Gonzaga going all the way.
I got Alabama. But until next time, I'm Gary Donaldson.
I'm RJF.
And this is your Panther Sports.
Thank you, RJ and Gary. Baseball will play at Sipsey Valley on March 12th at 4 and 6:30, and the 9th grade team will play a doubleheader against Hillcrest at home on the same day at 4:30 and 7.
There will be a JV tournament at Hillcrest on March 15th through the 17th.
Soccer will play at Northridge at home March 23rd at 5 and 7. Hey Kayla, what are you doing for spring break?
Hopefully I can go to Six Flags. What about you?
Going to work, getting my bag.
Fun.
Well, Kayla, I can't wait for spring break, and I know our teachers can't either. Let's head to Durando to see how our teachers plan on spending their spring break and how they're taking precautions against COVID-19.
Spring break is coming up, and despite COVID-19, many teachers and students still plan to enjoy their break just a bit differently.
It's a little bit different. I usually take spring break as an opportunity to go visit family, and with my parents being a little bit older, COVID-19 has really put a strain on that for sure.
Probably just stay around the house, maybe go outside, go fishing, just the little things, you can't really do much.
We are going to Destin, my husband and I and our 2 little girls. We're just going to go relax and sit on the beach and let them play and just get out of Tuscaloosa for a little bit. We're not going to go out a lot to restaurants. We'll probably go get something and bring it back and just relax and stay in the condominium.
Though they are enjoying their spring break, they will still take precautions to keep safe from COVID-19.
We're going to bring our own Lysol and hand sanitizer and kind of clean up after ourselves in there. Wearing our masks, still doing the same things that we do here.
Basically just trying to stay away from as many people that's unnecessary as possible, not going anywhere without a mask, or just trying to stay away from anybody that I don't need to be in direct contact with.
I mean, it'll just all the regulations and having to follow all the rules, it'll just make it a lot harder because, you can only do so little and go so many places.
Overall, COVID's not stopping them from enjoying spring break, so neither should you. Make sure to be safe and have fun. Your Panther Talk crew looks forward to seeing you back after a long, restful spring break.
Thank you, Turando. I hope that everyone has a wonderful spring break and remembers to stay safe. So it just flows, because they'll see us right now. Do you want to do it or you want to keep it?
Yeah, I've heard they've come out with a new...
Good job. Good job.
Green eggs and ham.
Green eggs and ham.